Come, let us sing to the Lord. Let us shout for joy to the rock of our salvation. Psalm 95, verse 1. My name is Stephen Buzard, and I'm the Canon Director of Music at St. James Cathedral in Chicago. For this installment of Musical Mondays, I will be talking about the Choral Mass. The Choral Mass is the tradition of the choir singing various elements of the Eucharistic liturgy throughout the service. Those elements are known as the ordinary of the Mass and generally encompass the Kyrie and Gloria at the start of the service, also known as Lord have mercy upon us and Glory be to God on high. The Sanctus and Benedictus at the start of the Eucharistic prayer, that is, Holy, holy, holy Lord, and blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. And the Agnus Dei, which happens just before communion, O Lamb of God. Choral masses are sung at many cathedrals, chapels, and urban churches throughout the Anglican Communion, generally at places that have strong choral foundations. At St. James, we're blessed with the resources and the tradition to uphold a very fine choir, so we sing choral masses at most of our 11 a.m. liturgies throughout the program year. It's important to remember that the choral mass is not a performance like going to a concert at Symphony Center. The choral mass doesn't strive to entertain the congregation or even merely to inspire them. The goal of the choral mass is to sum up the prayers and praises of the congregation and to offer them in the form of music to God on behalf of the congregation. Choral masses add a great depth to the liturgical experience. Composers have been setting these words of the ordinary of the Mass since the dawn of Western music in the early Middle Ages. So we have thousands and thousands of settings and an infinite variety of different emotional expressions. As a result, we can tailor the emotion of the Mass to each individual service, giving each service a unique expression of its own. Choral masses also adorn the liturgy with art. At St. James, we very much believe in the arts as a pathway to the divine, so choral masses are a great way for us to do that. Many composers have reserved some of their greatest work for settings of the choral mass, so we get to encounter truly great masterpieces of music every week. From a practical standpoint, I believe the choral mass is also more inviting to newcomers than a congregational musical setting of the Mass. If you put yourself in the shoes of someone coming to St. James for the first time, chances are they may not be someone who can read music, and they probably don't know all of the Episcopal music by heart like some of us who have been going to Episcopal services our whole lives. When they come to a service here for the first time, the first thing that they encounter is the opening hymn. A hymn, it invites congregational participation brilliantly because you hear the melody played over once, and then you all get to sing it together. If you don't know the hymn, chances are by verse 2 or 3, you've heard it enough times to be able to pick it up. That's because a hymn is written in a strophic form, that is a verse structure, so that you hear the same music repeated over and over again. As such, it's very easy to participate in a hymn from the very first time. In contrast, if we sing a congregational setting of the Gloria, it can be very intimidating for a newcomer to join in on that. They won't know the music, and if they don't know how to read music, it can be very hard to find a way to jump in. You'll only learn the congregational setting of the Mass by attending week after week. So as such, a congregational setting can sometimes segment the congregation off into regulars and newcomers, and I don't think that that's a healthy dynamic to set up. In contrast, a choral Mass allows everyone to participate on equal footing. We are all there as equals, and we are all there having our praises and our prayers uplifted by the choir on our behalf to God at that moment in the service. For those who prefer a congregational setting, we offer them at the 9 o'clock service every week, and at the 11 o'clock service, generally in the summer, and on Sundays when the full choir is not in residence. I hope that this discussion of the choral Mass has enhanced your understanding of it and your appreciation of it, and I look forward to seeing you in church very soon.